Hello guys, my name is Amir. Welcome back to my channel. Today we have an amazing guest. Don't go anywhere and don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Also share. Stay tuned. Hello Emmanuel, how are you, man? Thanks
I'm
for
good.
joining me today.
Thank you so much for
It's
this
my
opportunity.
pleasure. Welcome. Yeah, by
Yes,
the
sir.
way, I know you are 12 years old and you have your own podcast, you have your own interview, and about 20 interviews, right? 19. You
Yeah,
had
I
19 interviews,
yes.
right? So
Yeah.
great. It's so great. It's amazing, man. It's
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
Where are
Yeah.
you from and where do you live right now?
So basically, I'm from Nigeria. Currently, I'm in the United States of America.
Wow, great, great, great. So great. How you start and so what was your what inspire you, what motivate you to start? You have your own podcast and have your own interview.
So basically, it all started when I was very much younger. I always loved reading books, feeding myself information, but also giving people knowledge, giving people inspiration. So a while ago, my friend started speaking, and I saw that this is a better platform and a bigger platform on the web and the social media platform to share my message, to share what I know, and pass on to people. That's how it all started. And since then, I've been growing and impacting people. My podcast is also another way to impact people too. That was just a way to feed knowledge and inspiration to other people.
Wow, great, great. It's new, right? uh,
Definitely.
what was your age when you
So
started?
I started when I was 12 year old, but I
Oh,
started
12 years.
speaking when I was around 7, 8. But
Yes.
on Instagram, on the web, I started when I'm 12 years old.
What motivate you, right? And who motivate you to start doing this interview or podcast?
So basically, the thing that keeps me going every day is to let people be aware that they need to start informing themselves. People should feed themselves information, but also remember, use that information because you can know everything in this world. But if you don't carry that information out, if you don't use that information to better your life or better someone else's life, then there's no point of storing information in your head. Now, a person that inspired me to start my own podcast was a friend of mine. He started his own podcast, and I picked it up from there. And I started interviewing people and sharing that message and having a platform like that.
Oh, so basically your friend helped you and support you to start your own interview. That's great.
So what happened exactly was he did a podcast. So I saw that this is a way to spread more message and reach out to more people. And I started a podcast and it was amazing.
Wow, great, great. Yeah, that's friendship is amazing, you know. That's
Yeah.
so great. So your friend also he started with you or he started earlier?
So he started before me. Then
Mhm.
I started like of recent.
Oh, you didn't start in the same time.
Yeah, we
Ah,
started the same time.
okay, okay, so great, so great. Did you ever, first of all, did you ever get any mentor or I don't know, did you join any mastermind or I don't know anyone who helped you to improve yourself?
So basically, the way I did my podcast is I just try to learn by what I see. So I entered my he's still my friend. He had a podcast, so he
Yes.
invited me to two of those. I saw how he did it. I listened. Okay, how do you ask questions? How do you set the mood of how to interview people? And from there, just those two interviews,
Oh,
I
you
started
you
my own.
checked. Yeah,
No,
you checked at first. You tried before you start the
definitely,
start have your interviews with big names,
yes,
right?
yes, definitely.
Wow, great, great. With your friend.
No, no, I interview on my own, but sometimes he comes on and we just interview together.
Wow, so great. That's so great a start. Yeah, that's great. It's inspire others, you know. That's
Yes,
great way.
definitely.
It's smart. So and another thing it's so important is what what do you think how others in people in your age how they should start to have
So,
interview
to, so are you talking about podcast or in general?
in general podcast interview, yeah,
Okay. So I
but
believe that.
in this area, yeah, not
So
general in life.
okay. So I believe to start a podcast, you don't need nothing much. Just know what the guests want to have. How do you want to interview them? Is it in physical or over the like virtually? How we doing this? And write out the list. Who do you want on the podcast? What questions do you have for them? How do you want them to impact you? And you can share that message to other people. So you have to start setting who do you want, how are you going to interview them, and always have the passion of always talking. Many people, because when you first of all start, you won't get 1,000 downloads. You won't get 10,000 downloads. But you have to be consistent because there's a time when you get to that position. You have to have the passion and you have to be willing. That even if you just get 8 plays or 7 plays, you keep on going. You will not just stop. So always have that at the back of your mind when you're starting a podcast.
So great. So yeah, you always have that passion, had that passion to
Definitely.
start and speak. Really great. You know, normally in your age, people or students, they start, I don't know, play video games or I don't know, hang out with friends, just looking for fun. And what happened? How you figure out you should, for example, learn? How you learn? You read books, for example, or I don't know, you search, did research. Did you also play
So
like
so
that? Yeah.
So how my story is completely different.
Hmm.
So normally during school after exams, many students will bring their video games. They'll bring their PS Vita during the around 2012, 2013. So normally my parents will buy encyclopedias for me. They'll buy big books to study. So instead of them getting me video games, they just get me all these books. I'll read them cover to cover, back to back. So I started getting the skills that you need to read, but don't only read. As I said, they're applying those knowledge by giving that to other people. Let people have all this information that they can start using to benefit their own life. Then from there, I started reading more. So I will say the first basis is let your child be able to read. Many people don't understand that knowledge is not only power, it's potential power. If your child is only I have no I have no offense in playing video games. Sometimes they're amazing. You can meet some friends virtually online. But
Yes.
there's a time when they should inform themselves, when they should feed themselves information. Now there's many children online, they're cyber bullies. But if you're
Yes,
in books,
exactly. In these days,
you can
especially. True.
you can find treasures in books, things that can inform you. Don't wait. Many children nowadays, they are waiting to when they're 30. They're learning about financial literacy. They're waiting to when they're 40 for they start learning about, oh, how do I change money? Or how do I benefit my life? They're waiting, oh, it's until I'm 30 that I have to learn how to live a happy life. Start learning from
Exactly.
now. Start
So
learning
much value is inside the book. You can, yeah, use it in your life right now.
Definitely. So
Yes.
start learning those things and start implementing them into your life. Whatever I read in books, don't just read books for reading's sake. Many people in this world, they are always, oh, I'm reading a book, right? Because,
Yes.
oh, I want to show my friends I'm reading a book. I want to show my friends I'm reading a book. Read it to actually inform
That's
yourself.
that's the
Read it to
fake. Yeah.
benefit your life. Then definitely.
Yeah. Yes. Yes. You should, yeah, read the book to, yeah, improve yourself. Not just, yeah, show to your friends. Yeah, I'm reading a book. Yeah, you always looking for value, not just, yeah, finish this book.
Yes.
Okay, next, next,
Yeah,
next. Not like that. So
definitely.
that's amazing. That's so great. And another thing is, um, in that time, I understand your family, your parents, they um, motivate you and they share information with you. That helps you
Yes.
learn more. How was that? How was your uh, how your parents speak or help you or guide you to um, learn more, learn better, get self-confidence? Can you a little bit explain about that too?
So,
Of course, it's helpful for so
yeah,
many also families, not
yes,
just
definitely.
about uh,
My
I don't know,
family.
yeah, not just about kids or we said, for example, some people in my age or older. It helps families. That's so
Definitely.
great. Yeah.
So one thing my father always says to me is, let it be balance. Don't only read too much books and don't do the other part of the world. Let everything be on the balance spectrum. Now, in the part of motivation and overconfidence my family gave to me, I'll say have support and don't only just push them, be with them. Many parents or many people nowadays, they just push their child, okay, go 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 and be an artist. They don't guide them. Maybe they can go into the void of not having the right things to draw, having the right mental images. So when you push them to something, Also support them, be with them. Okay, their little achievements. Oh, you know how to draw a head. You control it very right. Support them and say, wow, you did amazing. Let's now let's see how we can make that one better. Okay, or let's see how can we draw the art a little bit better. That way, start supporting them. Don't only just push them. Okay. Say you want to learn how to cook, just place them inside the kitchen. They might mess up the whole place, but you have to know everything to be a balance. Be with them, but sometimes you have to leave them. Let them have their own creativity. Let them have their own imagination. Let them be able to think on their own. But don't just leave them completely that they don't even have any sense of guidance or direction. So let everything be a balance. Be with them to guide them at some point in time. But know when you should be able to leave them to feed on their own creativity and their own innovations.
Exactly, exactly. That's the point. Yeah, your parents did. And what was your you think it was the best advice from your father or from your mother? What was the best advice from them? It
One thing my
changed your
mom,
life.
one thing my mom
I
always
know.
says to me is anything worth doing is worth doing well.
Wow.
So even if
Mhm.
I'm combing my hair, let it be the perfect and cleanest way I comb my hair. Even if I'm just shining my shoe, let that be the cleanest way I can do my shoe. Anything worth doing is worth doing well. If I can do that thing, that means it should be worth doing well. If I'm starting a podcast, the podcast, yes, at the beginning it might not be the best, but try to make it the best in that time. Yes, you might not have a microphone. What can you do to even with that microphone, what can you do to replace the microphone to make your sound better? So
Oh yeah,
anything worth doing is worth doing well.
that's great. That's the best advice from your mother.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Should I ask about your father too? Of course
Uh
he did.
there are different slots, there are different loads. Like
Yes, yes,
if I
yes.
try saying them that whole,
But
but
it's in same area. I know. I
yes,
just yeah.
it's definitely in the same area.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. That's great. That's so great. So, yeah. Um, what do you think about your future?
So I believe anything that's going to happen will obviously happen. No one has control over my destiny. So you have to start realizing one thing. The way to succeed in life, have the mental picture. There's a book I read, The Science of Getting Rich, by Wallace D. Wattles. He
I've heard.
said, you have to have the clear mental vision. What do you want for your life? And have no doubt. He gave an example. A man wanted to build a house, started forming the mental picture. Oh, this is the roof. Oh, this is the staircase. Start forming the mental picture. How do you want your life to be? And remember that you should not add doubt.
Yeah.
Never add doubts to whatever you're doing, because
Wow.
that way your original substance can never come into purpose.
Well, great. That's so great point. Yeah, you should have your vision. You should have the picture of what you want to be in the future. That's great. It helps you don't waste your time. You don't lost your way. It's so important. It's so great.
Definitely.
So great. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much for your valuable information. I really like your information.
Thank you
It's
so
so
much.
nice. I'm sure it helped so many people. And of course I will invite your friend. I will invite your friend, and it will be so great if you guys speak about yourself more, a bit more, and how you have your cooperation. That's
Thank you
amazing.
so much.
That
Thank you so
friendship
much.
also is so great. Yeah,
Thank you so
I
much.
can see a bright future for you, man. You should just
Thank you
keep
so much.
going. So great.
Thank
It's
you
my
so much.
pleasure. I meet you and I know you. That's great. That's great. Thank you.
And I want to leave everyone one last message.
Yes, that's
Surround
great.
yourself with positive people. Right now, if you know your friend is being negative, start trying to remove yourself from that association. You can never get anywhere in a negative place. Negative people are just toxic. Always have a
Exactly.
positive person around you, because you are always, whatever your friend is doing, there's no how you don't want to venture into that thing. Yes, before I had the passion. I loved speaking, I loved talking, but when my friend started it, because I saw him and I was like, I love this, and I was doing it when I was younger. As I started implementing that into my life. So always have positive people in your circle. People who they tell you the truth, but at some time they also give you motivation and they also push you up.
Exactly, exactly. yeah, you choose the great people around you. I always try to do
That's it.
this to, before I had so many friends, but
Definitely.
they didn't help me that much. Yeah, you should choose the people, they are in your way, they have same goal in your area, so they can help you to improve yourself. And
Definitely.
one of that good choices you had, it was join to program with Oman. That's the
Yeah, oh
place I
yes.
met you.
Wow.
Yeah,
Amazing place, yes.
amazing
Omas.
place with great information. He's a great friend. He's a great guy. It improved myself. He improved myself
Definitely.
to be better person, to more social, speak better. Yeah, it's great. That's
Definitely.
great. Yeah, exactly,
Thank you so
exactly.
much for
Thanks for
having me
your
here
time,
once
man.
again. I really
Thanks for your
appreciate it.
time. Yeah.
Thank you so
Uh,
much.
Best wishes for you and best luck.
Yeah, bye. Thank you
Bye.
so much,
See
bro.
you.